Hi everyone, welcome back to day 5 of Christmas in July at Crafting with Whimsy Wonderland. My name is Stacy. Today I'm going to be showing you how to take some cute little shaped Christmas cards and turn them into gift tags. They're oversized gift tags, but in each box you get 24 cards, which we're going to use to make 48 tags. Because when you open these up, the back side of the tag is printed just as cute as the front side. So you have, on the front, you have a tag shaped card, and when you open it, you have on the back, they've been printed with some of them with plaid, some with stripes, polka dots, all sorts of different patterns. And so I'm simply going to put some embellishments over this part to cover it, and then I will have twice as many tags as I had before. Now last year at my Christmas sales, I had lots of people asking me for gift tags, and I didn't have any. So I started looking for things I could do to make some tags, and I came across these cards at Tuesday morning. So what I did is I've already cut the fronts off, so you didn't have to watch me do that. But there were several different sets that we could choose from. And I had the furry woodland creatures. There's a set with dogs. And just look at the shapes of these things. They just screamed gift tags to me, especially this set of the furry woodland creatures. Here's another one that's kind of a it's furry woodland creatures, but more of a classic Christmas type thing. That's actually the same set as that. And then there's more that are your typical Christmas card with the wreath made out of words, and I love this one, the snowman. It says chilly, frosty, brisk and bright, winter's at its best in white. And I just love that one. This one's peace with a reindeer. Merry Christmas. This one says deck the halls with boughs of holly, and then all the fa la 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 la's down at the bottom. And this one simply says joy. These are going to make some of the most beautiful gift tags I've ever made. And it's going to make twice as many as I think I have because I'm going to be using the fronts and the backs. Okay, so let's make a few of this one. I've made a few of these, which I will show you at the end. Okay, I want to do this one. It says, deck the halls with boughs of holly. Actually, no. I want to do this one as well. Okay. Now, I'm using a rubber stamp, and this is a set of stamps from Miss Sparkle and Company from Joann's. It was in their $2 bin, and I just got this a couple weeks ago, so they still have them out and about. This one is a deer head. So I'm just going to stick it on there, and I'm going to stamp it on the back side of this. But the first thing I need to do is punch my hole so I know where I can use my stamps. So I'm just going to eyeball where center is, and I'm going to come down about not quite half an inch because you don't want that to tear out, and I'm going to punch my hole. I'm going to do the same on this side, on this one. Punch my hole. Okay. And turn these over. Now with the deer head, I'm going to go ahead and stamp it in walnut stain color. And I'm just using Distress Oxide ink because it's what I have. You could also use like StazOn. I wouldn't use anything that might bleed if it gets wet, because if this goes on a Christmas package, bringing it in from the car, it might just get wet. So I'm going to stamp that on. I have my little deer. And then for this one that says deck the halls with boughs of holly, I'm going to use this little circle punch or stamp that says be merry. Actually, no, I'm going to use this one. This one says it's the most wonderful time of the year. And I'm going to stamp that in green. So I'm just inking up my green. And I'm going to stamp that right across. I think I touched. It says it's the most wonderful time of the year. Okay, easy peasy. Then I got this amazing self-inking stamp at the thrift shop for 50 cents, still in its package, brand new. It says do not open until 25 December. And it's, like I said, self-inking. So I made a mark where my right side up is. And I'm just going to stamp it down here in the corner, like the elves stamped their little seal of approval. And then I'm going to take my Sharpie marker and I'm just going to do a little doodle down here. I'm going to go dot, dot, squiggle, dot, dot, squiggle, dot, dot, squiggle. And that's my favorite doodle to do because it's just simple and it kind of makes it look like a postage stamp when you're all done. And I like the 2 dots for some reason. I don't know why, I just do. Okay, and I did not worry about this stamp down in the bottom being straight because I wanted it to look like the elves had stamped it quickly and sent it off on Santa's sleigh. Okay. See how that changed that up with just the little squiggle doodles, and took me just a minute to do. Now I would use a to and from stamp here, except for I cannot seem to locate mine, so I'm just going to write to and from. I think I can actually write it quicker than I would be able to stamp it anyway. And that's all that you need to do on the back. Just a little stamping on there to make it look special, make it look handmade. Turn it over and put a tie on it. Now this ribbon is just the tiny little, what is it, 1/8 of an inch wide. I got this at Michael's after Christmas last year. It has 3 colors on it. I just simply wound them around a notepad I have, wound the whole spool, and then I just put my scissors inside and cut through it and cut the whole spool at once. So I have all these little pieces and they're all going to be the same size, which is going to make it look nicer when I go to package and display. So what I'm going to do is just feed it through with that folded in half and then pull the tails through. Simple and easy like that. Okay, this one has enough green on it that I could actually use a green and still have it look nice. Okay. Now I want to show you some different ideas of what I did. Here's a couple from that other set of the Furry Woodland Creatures. Bring on the Merry and Oh What Fun. And I just stamped them on the back. This says Tidings of Comfort and Joy, and this one just says Joy with the to and the from, and the 20 don't open until December 25th. Okay, so those are the ones that are quick and easy. All I have to do is punch a hole, stamp a couple things, tie a ribbon, and boom, they're done. Here is the others that were made from the back side of the cards. Now, here's my stack of card backs. As you can see, I bought quite a few. There's plaids, there's white, kind of a wood grain, there's polka dots, doggy paw prints and snowflakes. Something for everybody, and they're all in these different shapes like the cards are, and they just scream that they wanted to be made into tags. So I'm doing my best to do what they asked. So I have all these, and here's some of the things that I did. I just went through my stash and I pulled out all sorts of ephemera. I have this stack of black and white ephemera that I got at a clearance center, and so I just started layering it up, and I haven't tied the tags on yet. I just glued on the ephemera. So there's one that says Joyous Noel. Then this one is a little envelope, and I had all these odds and ends in my stash pile that needed to get used up, and so I just glued them on using tacky glue. It's my glue of choice for most things. This is a tag, and these are 2 separate pieces. Same here, the tag and the leaf are 2 separate pieces. Love this snowflake on the blue. It's just so pretty. This is a Project Life card, and Project Life cards are really cool because there's some really nice artwork on it on one side. I don't necessarily like the journaling card part on the other side, but that makes a beautiful tag. I don't want to just punch a hole in this and put a ribbon on it and put it in my booth and say, here you go, I made this, because I really didn't. If I just tied a tag on or a ribbon on, that's not enough. So I'll be putting a ribbon on this, and I will be stamping on the back like I did the others. This one says tinsel makes everything better. Here's a couple more of the envelopes. So I just went through my stash. After each Christmas, I have all these odds and ends of things I didn't quite use up. And I don't always know what to do because there's not a project I can use them up on, because I like to make multiples of the things that I make. So this tag project lends itself nicely to using up all of that stuff. all those extra embellishments. Here's another Project Life card I just love. This I think I'm going to put onto a red card because I think gold and red just look beautiful together. And here's another. I love the chalkboard look. Not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. On this pinstripe dark red, I just love that. And they'll just get a hole punched in them. Okay. So this has been Crafting at Whimsy Wonderland. Thanks for stopping by. Tune in tomorrow. If you haven't checked or subscribed yet, please do so and click on the bell at the next to the subscription bar so you'll be notified each time a video pops up. And go look around for some Christmas cards and see what you can make. Thanks for stopping by. See you next time.